Good morning, and welcome back to a new episode of the 6 a.m. Club where we start our day inspired. I decided to record a special episode of the 6 a.m. Club. I'm not sure how the sound quality is going to end up being because I'm doing this as I'm multitasking, but I just wanted to come here and share something with you because maybe you, like me, are feeling a little stressed with everything going on right now with the tariffs announcements, and maybe you, like me, woke up today still carrying that weight and your mind is racing with all the what's if scenarios. Maybe you have moments like this too where something happens and it feels like it's taking over your entire mindset. Let's be real. When something big happens, especially something that we can control, our brains tend to jump to worst case scenarios. It's human nature. We start thinking, how is this going to affect me? What if things get worse? What if I can't handle it? That's exactly what happened to me. I heard the news, my mind started spinning, and I just needed to let it out. So that's why I am a big believer on venting, and that's what I did. Like probably many of you, I just vent with my family. I took off my chest all this frustration. I think venting gives us a way to process what we're feeling, and I'm a firm believer that we should allow ourselves to feel, to be frustrated, to be upset, to acknowledge that something is stressful. But here's the thing. After I got that off my chest, I had a choice. Do I want to stay stuck in my frustration? Do I want to keep replaying worst case scenarios in my head and thinking about all the what ifs? Or do I take a step back and shift my perspective? And here's where I was reminded of the 90-10 rule. I don't know if you're familiar with it. If you haven't heard about it before, it's very simple but very powerful. Basically, the 90-10 rule states that life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. We might not be able to control what's happening around us, but we always can control how we respond to those things happening around us. So, how do we actually shift our mindset when stress feels overwhelming? I think it starts with reframing. Instead of focusing on what's out of our control, we start asking ourselves different questions like, what can I control in this situation? What is the next best step that I can take? How do I want to show up today despite all the challenges? For me, the answer was clear. I can't change policies, I can't change what's going on in the market, but I can control how much energy I give to my worry. I can choose to focus on my priorities, and I can decide to move forward with intention instead of fear. There's always something you can do, and I firmly believe that here's where small actions make a big difference. Maybe it's journaling to get your thoughts out instead of overthinking. Maybe it's moving your body, going for a walk, doing a workout, getting fresh air, or maybe it's talking to someone who brings a different perspective, or maybe it's practicing gratitude and reminding yourself of all the things that are still good. Because when we take control of our mindset, we take back control of our day. So what now? How do we apply this in real time? I have 3 thoughts for you. The first one is limit the noise. If you're constantly consuming stressful news or getting caught up in negative conversations, take a step back. Protect your energy. This was one of my biggest lessons learned over the pandemic. The second thing is set an intention. Instead of letting stress dictate your day, decide how you want to show up. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can focus on today that it's within my control? And the last thing is take one small action, whether it's a deep breath, a 5-minute break, shifting your thought to something productive. Do something that helps you reset. At the end of the day, we don't always get to choose what happens, but we do get to choose our response. And that's a choice. We always have a choice. So my question to you is, what are you choosing today? What are you choosing any day that you're feeling stressed, that something out of your control is driving your emotions. So, as we go through the day today, I want you to think about this. What is one thing that you can shift your focus right now? Maybe it's your work, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your relationships, or simply your mindset. Whatever it is, take back control of your energy. And if this episode resonated with you, I love to hear your thoughts. Send me a message, share it with a friend who needs this reminder or just needs these words today because he or she is like me or like you, feeling a little bit more stressed than usual. So share with me your thoughts, or if you have different strategies on how you're dealing with difficult situations. Again, thank you for spending these few moments with me. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you back on Saturday for another episode of the 6 a.m. Club. Have an amazing day. And remember, you always have a choice, and you're always in control of how you react to what happens around you.